a clean sheet and 3 points, must be delighted.
Yeah, because let's be honest, we've been absolutely mullered there for the best part of 70 minutes. Massive credit to Weymouth. We did say to the lads though that we'd watched a lot of their games and they were better than what their scores were suggesting. And they gave their manager everything. We always felt that they would run out of steam. We hoped. And yeah, it sort of happened between 70 and 90. But goals change games. And you know, at the end of the day, we got our goal at an important time. You know, good tidy finish from Robbo. And then Danny Wright, obviously, I thought made a big difference when he came on. You know, scored a real good goal from Billy's free kick. So, listen, you know, it was a robbery in many respects. But when you're away from home on a Tuesday night and you keep a clean sheet and you score 2 goals, you haven't done too much wrong either. So, respect to Weymouth. As I said, better team on the night. But we've all been involved in games where you feel you're the better team, and you know, football's like that. You don't always get what you deserve.
But it is also a credit to the Hawks to be able to stick in and be able to, when you find those opportunities at the end, to take them as well. Yeah,
and what we said at half time, it might take to 60 or 70 for this lot to stop running as much as they were, because they pressed us very, very high. They were pressing with the front 6 against us as well, which we found difficult. We couldn't even really turn them because we weren't able to get our heads up. So yeah, they pinned us in for long periods. And you know, whilst I don't remember Ross making any miraculous saves, so they did it the woodwork twice in the first half, once from a corner and once from another scramble. So, you know, be realistic about where we were at half time. We said, you know, we need to hang on in here, which good sides can do. I felt as the game went on, we got a bit more control. But goals change games in football, and you always think we're going to score. You know, you always feel we can score, despite really not creating anything up until that 70th minute.
And it may not have been as comfortable as you would have liked it to, but I mean, the Hawks at the moment, they're such a good side, and to be able to get these goals late on and get 3 points on a Tuesday night is such a positive.
Yeah, you can't underestimate how tough the game was at Welling as well. Not just the travel, but the intensity and the physicality of that game. You know, that was a really good game between 2 good sides. And tonight, you know, we looked tired. I've got to be honest, we looked tired in mind as much as anything, and we weren't our normal sharp selves. But sometimes, you know, we said at half time, if you're not playing great, just keep hanging on in there. And we use the adage, you know, sometimes a good team can win ugly, or a good team can just scrape a win. As it ended up, we got 2 goals, which, as I said, is probably not fair on Weymouth, because they deserved a lot more tonight.
And JP9 came off, didn't look too good. What was the update on him?
Yeah, as you said, not too good. Obviously knocked really quite close to us, and as I understand it, you know, he was sort of knocked out for a minute or 2, so there's protocols we've got to adhere to on that as well. I don't know if he was concussed, so I need to find out a bit more from the medical team. But you know, I've got to say, Danny Wright's come on and really, I thought, changed the game. He was a brilliant focal point for us, started to win the headers. I thought he beat up their centre-halves for 20 minutes, which hadn't happened before. And that's probably as well us starting to hit better balls because their press had died down just a little bit.
And your unbeaten run continues, and Ebbsfleet have also dropped points today.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned on what Ebbsfleet are doing or not doing. I mean, at the end of the day, they've had an unbelievable, you know, run. You know, any team has got to drop points at some point, and they're away. You know, they're away today against a really good side in Oxford City. And you know, when you go to Oxford, it's not an easy place to go. I think the pitch there is probably one of the worst in the league. Not easy to play football on it, in my opinion. But we can only do what we can do, and it's only 10 games gone. You know, it's not even a 40-game season like it was last year. Today it's 46. But what it has done is it's given us a fantastic start. We talked about the group being good, but I would say tonight that the supporters were even better. I thought to bring nearly 100 down on a Tuesday night to Weymouth, and when you're not playing well and when they're supporting you like they were, it really, really makes a difference. And again, you know, you see the delight from them at the end. They feel they've got a team to be proud of. They feel that they've got a team that's digging things out for them. And they said the same thing to me after the Welling game. You know, they really enjoyed the Welling performance as much for the guts and, you know, the way that we went about it. So good to see all them up here again. And I appreciate it because it's not cheap. You know, it's not cheap to come up on the coach. It's not cheap to get in. But they make a real difference at the minute. And I'd like to dedicate that win to them.
And with the trains all being a bit funny on Saturday, hopefully a load of them come on the coach for the FA Cup game. Yeah,
I say Les and Ash and, you know, Les Hyson and Ash have done brilliantly to get that coach up and running now, and everyone seems to be supporting it within the club. So yeah, if we could get another 100 up to Carl Shorten, it's going to be another hard game. and we want to progress in the FA Cup. You know, the league is always the priority, but FA Cup is the priority this weekend, and we'll give it the whole respect it deserves. Against the team that we watched on Saturday, 4 or 5 of their players played for Tonbridge, for Steve last year, and I just know that Steve McKim never ever gives you anything, never an easy game. So again, we'll have to recover well because that was tough, but we've got Thursday to train. We're giving them Friday off, ready for the travel on Saturday.
Thank you, Doug.
Cheers, Adam.